the reason this is important, and by the way, I'm sharing right now with you before I get into what is to be done, a investigative report at Science is the one who put all this together. This just came out about a week ago. Now, what he says, and this is just a little bit background on Alzheimer's, is the following. One of the biggest mysteries and also the most distinctive feature that he brings up is that when people get Alzheimer's, when you open up people's brains, are these things called plaques, Plakus, and other protein deposits. And the reason it's called Alzheimer's, Alois Alzheimer was the first who saw this in 1906 in the brain of deceased dementia patients. Now, in 1984, A beta, capital A beta, amyloid beta, was identified, a protein was identified as a main component of those plaques. So these plaques are made up of this protein called A beta in 1984. So that's 78 years later. And then about 7 years later, 1991, researchers traced that family linked, so if it was genetic Alzheimer's mutations in the gene for precursor protein from which amyloid derives. So amyloid derives from this other protein. So for many scientists, as he says, it seemed clear that A beta buildup sets off a cascade of damage and dysfunction in neurons, causing dementia. Stopping amyloid deposits became the most plausible therapeutic strategy. So let me just sort of unpack that. So 1906, they find these plaques in people's brain. 1984, they find those plaques are composed of A beta. And then by the mid 90s, it was decided that the way you're going to solve Alzheimer's is stop the buildup of A beta. Got it? So think about, you have a wall. The wall is made up of bricks. These bricks are called A beta. And the goal was, if we can stop the accumulation of A beta, then you're going to stop Alzheimer's.